Fruits and vegetables, where do these guys fit in? So we'll look at some of the big things in them. You know, specifically antioxidants. We'll look at something called alkalinity, and where does greens powder fit in? So, what's in fruit and vegetables? They're alkali producing. Okay, they help preserve muscle and bone mass. They're rich in antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, fiber, and phytonutrients. They have high water and fiber content. That means they are nutrient dense and calorically or energy poor. Okay, a lot of vegetables, they actually take more energy to break down than they actually have in them. So they're calorie neutral and sometimes even calorie negative. So what is an antioxidant? Why do we care about this? So what antioxidants do is they stop the production of free radicals. That little red guy in the middle, that guy's a free radical. You can see he's got an open electron chain and he wants to try and grab an electron. So what does he do? He steals it off a stable molecule, which creates that into an unstable molecule, which causes degradation. That's a big part of the aging process. That's a big part of cognitive function. It's a big part of neural decline, is what these free radicals are doing. So what's an antioxidant do? Antioxidant's a good guy. He gives up his electron. No big deal. Stabilizes that free radical. Now that free radical is not going out causing a whole lot of damage. That's one of the big powerful effects of antioxidants. We talked about alkalinity and balancing pH balance. So a lot of what you eat is acidic. Protein, carbs, fats, they're acidic. Most of our macronutrients are acidic. So when we look down on a pH scale, our body's pH runs at about 7.2, 7.4. It's very, very tightly controlled. Okay, you get an acidosis, it's going to kill you. So what happens is our body has to keep this very tightly. So if you don't eat enough fruits and vegetables or enough alkali load, your body's going to have to buffer this somehow. And where do you store your alkali? Bone mass, muscle mass. So your body's going to break down your bones and muscles to stop you from going into acidosis. So fruits and vegetables are actually muscle preserving. You got all these bodybuilders who fire all this protein and all these carbs inside, but they could be 3 or 4 further steps ahead by just preserving what they got instead of having to rebuild it all the time. Okay? So this is where greens powder comes in. Now, green powders are basically veggies, fruits, algae. What they've been doing is they desiccated them and put them in a powder form. And so it's a way to get the benefit of all the alkali load, a benefit of all those vitamins and minerals, because you remember that metabolic pathway we looked at? All those little steps from one way to the other, they require either a vitamin, a mineral, or both to even happen. And it's a way to get them in a convenient way. We look down here, here's the rates in terms of the people who are eating at least 5 vegetables, 5 servings of vegetables a day. So right down here where most of these people are, where most of us are at, and here, less than 15% of us are getting the recommended. Again, we're not allowing our body to function optimally. Not perfect. We don't want these as a substitute for fruits and vegetables. We want to add these. We know people are busy. We know convenience isn't always, it's not always super easy to get these things in. But just getting this greens powder into you will help provide a lot of those things that fruit and vegetables provide. The downside is you don't get the same fiber, you don't get the same water, you don't get the same fullness. A scoop of greens isn't going to fill you out like an apple. I promise you that right now. Positive side, you don't get the sugar.